let's talk about the 4th of July party.
All right, let's.
What's that laugh about?
It was a fun party.
I wish I had known them so I could have been invited to that party. They both were festive with their colors. She had the blue shirt and the white and the red shoes.
They know how to party.
Right?
Did you see her lining up those crackers? I was like,
Oh,
Ashley,
and
what are you doing?
And the strawberries on
Yes.
the cake with the blueberries, like perfect.
You could see that she was like really mingling with friends and trying to get to know, his friends.
The party really like tripled in size. I think originally he had wanted like 50 people just for like his friends. Wow. So, I was trying to be reasonable and compromise, and it was just a little disappointing that he already knew that that was something that I wasn't comfortable with.
It's interesting to look back on that and see 2 different perspectives of the same party.
You see throughout the night, I kind of made my rounds talking to everyone. I've been to, parties with married couples, and usually they're not completely apart throughout the night. It's not that I can't like hold my own and like talk to everyone. I don't need him like holding my hand necessarily through, every situation. It just wasn't how I envisioned it.
So in hindsight, do you wish that you could just take it back and be like, oh, forget the barbecue, forget all the friends, and just like think about the big point of the picture, which is Ashley missed you. She wanted you by her side.
Yeah, definitely a missed opportunity there. I finally felt like, all right, here's a win. I don't know if we had any wins up to that point, but finally we get a win. And I was so happy about it and really thinking that this was going the right way. And then when Ashley came back and said that she wasn't happy and she was really upset, I understand where she was coming from, but I was just so disappointed because I really felt like we finally had a good day.
Like at one point he was upstairs showing the wedding album to his friends, and I didn't even know. It just didn't feel right. And he kept pushing for us to move forward, and we only have this amount of time. And then outside talking to him about it, that is me opening up. That is me sharing my thoughts and feelings, and I feel like I consistently just got shut down. I'm sorry you feel that way, but, and then, whatever reasoning he felt like I shouldn't feel that way.
I was kind of like by myself most of the night.
Well, I just don't know how you expected the food to get cooked. If you wanted to know where I was on the back porch. You could smell my shirt to prove the smell of the grill.
Just hear what I'm saying. That's really what I wanted at the end of the day. Our communication, we would just constantly go in these circles, and it was exhausting. No one wants to talk about the same thing for 2 hours.
If she feels left out, it's because she cares. That shows that she has feelings.
Absolutely.
And, that's a good thing.
So 4th of July barbecue.
Yeah.
How fun was that?
It was actually a lot of fun.
Sam and Neil, though, did a complete 180.
That's so cool to see.
Yeah.
I'm so ecstatic for them.
I think they're definitely making big steps right now and heading in the right direction. I'm a huge fan of these 2. I really think they have the potential to make it. I got a lot of faith in them.
Neil's friends were there, and it was kind of relieving because his friends are more crass than I am. For the longest, I thought Neil just didn't have very much to say in general. Like, that he wasn't being quiet because of me. That was his personality, and I realized it in that moment. It made me see that it wasn't me.
Right. It's just his personality.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. But for when you don't know somebody, you're like, what did I do? Why am I weird? Like, what am I doing wrong here? Why won't you talk to me? So it was nice to know. And then his one friend, he had a lot of questions for me, and so we sat down and talked.
We saw that. You were being grilled.
Yeah, I was.
Are there times where you don't want to be married?
Why do you think you were matched?
He's quiet, I'm loud.
Complimentary, right?
Yeah, exactly, that's why.
I'm grilling here, I'm not grilling you.
I know.
But it was okay because I felt like, my friends would do it to him.
Do you feel like the talk with Sammy helped you understand Sam?
I did. I felt the talk with Sammy helped me understand Sam more, just because of all the history that they had together. She could dump some of that knowledge on me. I could go into a future argument or discussion and come at it from a different angle, and maybe a better angle that worked better for both of us.
How did you feel about the fact that they went off and had a little chit chat?
I was actually happy about that. And what's funny is you realize she's my best friend because while she's on the bench talking to him, she's like, yeah, it's good for Sam to see that, you don't talk that much because she thinks she'll know it's not her now. And I laughed so hard because
That's exactly.
Like, how do you know me so well? But yeah, that was a really good conversation. I enjoyed listening to that conversation.
I think that's what's the beauty about Married at First Sight. It forces you to really get to know the person at a deeper level.
I just want things to work more than anything.
Yeah, that was loud and clear. I hear it.
Hug it out.
Yes.